Hey, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to Sakura MMO 3. Basically, welcome back to those people that didn't decide to completely hate me after what I did at the very end of the previous episode. And are actually here to continue with the story. Let's see what no. What am I talking about? What Neva will do. Oh, so you were still talking. Alright, the previous one. If you want to harm me, please get it over quickly. If this is what it takes for me to earn your forgiveness, I'm prepared to suffer, no matter what it takes. I wait for the final blow, but nothing happens. The powerful blast of dark magic doesn't come. Never isn't attacking me. Why? I open one eye slowly, and in the other, I look up. Neve is standing over me, but her eyes hollow and empty, dark magic seeping from her fingertips. But she's doing like nothing, just standing there. She looks down at me, her brow furrows, her lips burst, and then, after a long pause, no, a soft syllable, hardly audible, falls from her lips. Hey? What was that? I said no! This is all wrong. You're all wrong. I love Milady, no matter what you say, even if it is a love that caused me pain, and I would sacrifice you for the world. I would never ever hurt her. Yes, never. You are great. God damn it, great. I love this. I love this. I love the fact that you are kinda like me. Like, you know, love hurts, whatever. Let that person be happy anyway. That's right. That's how it is. If you are not able to endure pain, what's the goal of anything, to be honest? And I'll never give you the right to turn me against her. Burn! Right down to your bones! Impossible! The goddess is able to deflect Neve's barrage of dark flames just in time, but I don't think she expects Neve to resist her magic so entirely. The goddess's concentration wanes as she is forced to put all her magical energy into her own defenses. And that makes the spell hanging about my body waver. It flickers, and then it shatters. I can still feel vestiges of the goddess's spell clinging to me, trying to drag my leaden body back to the ground, but ignore it. I pushed away. I won't let the goddess control me anymore. Not now. I finally have a chance to counter. I get to my feet, as do Fion and Ellery. We can move, but how can we fight? The goddess' magic is far stronger than my own, and butting heads with her would only lead to my own ruin. If I'm to defeat her, it won't be with force, but with smarts. I had to come up with some plan, but... Aha! I've got it. I know what to do. The mirror. I'll show the goddess the depths of her own distorted heart, twisted by years of hatred and anger. I'll make her realize how ugly and anxiety she is, and then I can deliver the finishing blow. I dash toward the mirror, kicking off against the ground. I concentrate my magic in the heels of my dragon hide boots, force myself to go faster, and faster, and faster! This might be my only chance! Oh no, you don't! The goddess has recovered from Neve's surprise attack. She's seen what I'm doing, and truly she must know what I'm planning. She waves one hand and myriad magic circles appear behind the throne. The circles are red as blood, and there are no hundreds of them. She's going to rain divine magic down upon me until one of her blows hits. This time surely will kill me. I won't let you! If you want to hurt Viola, you'll need to get past us first. Simple matter. You're nothing but pests compared to me. Viola waves one hand, and a veritable barrage of magical energy fires out of her magic circles. The magic crashes against the ground indiscriminately, like bullets. Fion and Ellery do their best to deflect the magic with their blades, but it's fruitless. This divine magic belongs to a goddess of creation, and it's too powerful for any human to fend off. Fion's daggers are blown out of her hands in an arc. She tries to get new ones from her belt, but she doesn't have the time. A magical bullet hits her in the stomach, knocking her backwards. Ellery stands before her, trying to protect her, but it's no good. Ellery only has a sword, made immortal. made by a mortal blacksmith, and it can't withstand too much abuse. It shatters after deflecting the second bullet, the pieces scattering everywhere. How dare you? I'll never let you lay your hand on me, lady, or dead! And tries to deflect whatever magic she can with magic of her own, but she's being pulled back. She can't keep it up, she's not strong enough. Fortunately, the goddess is aiming at me with her spells. The magic circles are so manifold, the bullets are ricocheting everywhere, but there's so many of them, they're hard to avoid. So, try not to avoid, maybe. I dodge, my feet sliding against the ground of the cave. The heel of my boot sinks against something brittle, and it shatters in pieces beneath my body weight. I don't need to look down to know what it is. A skeleton. There were lots of the bodies scattered about the entrance to the underworld, but there are more of them in the heart of the goddess's chamber, lying on the ground, discarded, with hollow eyes and empty sockets. Inanimate. If there are skeletons, I don't think they would have any kind of eyes. Inanimate. They may be inanimate now, but I can change that. Yeah, oh! Necklace! Oh, I still have my Necromancer's ruby necklace. By the name of the Dark Witch, I command you! Arise! The skeletons scatter across the goddess' chamber, slowly beginning to rise up to their feet. They are not the people they once were. They are nothing more than empty husks with no thoughts or feelings of their own. They only exist to follow my bidding and to protect me, regardless of their own safety, and that's just what they do. The skeletons come between me and the goddess's magical bullets over and over again, shattering on impact like precious china. My soldiers are already beginning to dwindle, but I don't let that stop me. I resurrect my soldiers before they can hit the ground, and they protect me anew. It doesn't matter how many times the goddess kills them, so long as I have my necklace I can keep reviving them. My leashes surround me like shields, some are missing ribs, other arms, only one its whole head. Their old aged bones are cracked from the force of Viola's many spells, but they continue to stand over and over. My skeletons shut around like... To be honest, I'm surprised she didn't do this from the very beginning. To be fair, I thought about doing that from the very beginning, and actually like raising as many of those bastards from the ground before entering the freaking area, the freaking underworld, and get there with the freaking army of those. And hide between them, like in some kind of way. This would be a good idea. Like hide between them, right? And she's like, what the fuck, dead people are after me? And only she would see like a freaking humongous army of that. Maybe that would work. Probably it wouldn't, because it's my idea and my ideas are usually stupid. Anywho. Let's continue. Iona's spell keep flowing, but my skeletons absorb them all for me. I'm almost in the mirror now. I can make it. No! Iona shoots yet more magical energy at me. 3 of my skeletons are beheaded in a row, and one of Iona's spells glances off the side of my cheek. It stings like hell, but I ignore it. I had to keep pushing on. I duck and dodge. Pretty sure that's not how you write dodge. And weave. Skirting behind my skeletal warriors, I roll under spells and leap over stray bullets. My knees and legs are bruised and dirty from ducking to the ground, and the air smells of death and smoke. My heart is pounding so hard it feels like it might burst. I can't breathe. I can barely think. But I keep running. I can see the mirror now for the smoke that Iona's magic has left. Can I make it in time? I'm not sure. A spell fires right in my head, but one of my skeletal warriors dies before me to deflect the blow. I reach out my fingers, flexing. My fingers grip the mirror. I try to turn it, using the mirror as a shield from Iona's increasingly frenzied attacks. The mirror is a lot heavier than I imagined, and it's hard to turn. I grit my teeth together, willing myself not to be defeated here. I can't let myself be bested when I've come so far. I can't. Why don't you strengthen your body with some magic? Milady, here I'll help you. Never. As for by magic, never appears at my side. She takes hold of the left side of the mirror, and I had the right. She tries to push it left, I try to push it right, and we are not turning the mirror. Damn it! Okay, that was not true. If we work together, we can turn it. I'm sure we can. I'm not going to give up here. I can't. Not when that goddess tried to make a fool out of me. She used this mirror to brainwash me. I'll never forgive her for that. Let's take her down together. Alright. Whoever watched my Sun Rider playthrough, by the way. See? That's what I call a great character, goddammit. Neva is great. She didn't allow brainwashing at all. Screw you, Chigara fans! Using an instrument... okay, let's take her down together. Using an instrument she created with her own 2 hands. Right! Right, let's do it. I believe in you, Neva. And I believe in you too. When we're together, we can do anything. Fools! It's all foolishness. Step away from the mirror at once, or... But the goddess' words dying in her throat. Together, with our force combined, Neva and I finally managed to do it. The mirror, which caused Neva so much internal pain and suffering, is now pointing directly at the one who created it. Ah! See, that's when you create something, you do it, so it doesn't have any influence on you. The moment Yona sees her reflection in the mirror loud, almost must scream tears itself from Yona's throat. Not going to do that. It's 30 minutes past 2 AM. I'm not going to scream in any kind of way. I'm already a bit too loud. Anyway, no! You! How dare you! The goddess chokes and splatters these words out as though they're made of pure poison. She holds both her hands up to her face in an attempt to conceal her true appearance. But it's already too late. What do you mean? The mirror has stripped away her pretenses to reveal her true form. Goddess, for she may be, Yona has been sealed away inside the underworld for more than 1,000 years. She's still alive, but barely, nothing more than a corpse, animated by her divinity and a desire for revenge. When I first encountered Yona, she looked beautiful. But that was nothing more than a ruse. What are you talking about? Don't know! This is the real Yona. This is what she truly looks like. Okay, so, what, she's in black and white colors only? Not problem for me. Oh my god! I never imagined! It's like something from a horror movie! Show me. Stop this! Stop it at once! This is also against my god name! It is a sacrilege! Put down that mirror! Put down right now! For the goddess tries to speak in a commanding tone, her voice wavers like a child's. I can tell, despite her attempt to bravado, that she's afraid. But is she afraid of me, or of the image of herself reflected in the mirror? Maybe, I think randomly she's afraid of what she's become. It's so pathetic, I almost feel sorry for her. I sympathize, but... No, I won't put the mirror down. You seek to defy me? Well, I have to defy you. It's the only way I can teach you a lesson. This is what your thirst for revenge has done. This is what it has reduced you to. This is the truth, and it's time you faced it. You can't keep lying to yourself any longer. No, this isn't right. This isn't who I am. It's not who you used to be, but it's undeniable, you know. You now. The mirror doesn't lie, you said so yourself. It strips the hearts of all men and better. Well, in this case, woman, actually. And this is what happens to be inside your heart. This is the truth. Don't avert your eyes. It isn't the truth. It isn't. It isn't who I really am. The goddess slumps her face against the ground in frustrated desperation. A few scraps of flesh that still cling to her knuckles tear away when they hit the ground, revealing more white bone beneath her once soft skin. It's not who I want to be. I never want to be like this. I can imagine many people want to look like that. How horrible. This feels like an unnecessary cruelty. We're already immobilized her, Viola. Don't you think you should do as she asks and put the mirror down? We should at least give her some dignity, even if she is our enemy. No. But I said no. Yona is a ruthless goddess. If her positions were reversed, she wouldn't think twice about torturing us. That is how foolish she respects our lives. We can't show her any kindness. Void same. Uh-oh. Don't fall now on me, man. Don't fall. Oof. Okay, there is no rescue for this fun, I'm afraid, anymore. It like, bro. Unless I do this. Oh yeah. Clever solutions. Unfortunately, it's a bit loud for the mic I use. But whatever. I need some air flow. No, it's too dang loud. It's definitely too loud. God damn it. I have to struggle through the heat anyway. Oh, alright. We can't show her any kindness, for it may seem cruel. We need to defeat her completely, or our journey will have been for nothing. Don't you think that's a bit extreme? You're talking about a woman who wants to destroy all of Asaph. No punishment is too extreme for her. But if I say that my heart isn't made of iron, what if no darling goddess who gave my entire race life suffering in such a way? It hurts me too. It's painful, but it's for the greater good. You know what? Let's not do this. I don't want to watch her suffer, but she'll bring it upon herself. I did it. I never wanted this. It is my fault. It's not my fault. The world punished me, so I tried to punish the world in turn. What's so bad about that? To be honest, nothing. You're a darkling, Neva. You should understand my feelings. You know how it feels to be persecuted, don't you? I know, and I understand. But that does not justify your actions. What you try to do is unforgivable, so don't try to make excuses. That's proof that you still don't understand. All you care about is yourself. You're selfish. Selfish? Kind of. But to be fair, being selfish is, I would say, not a bad thing. That goes without saying. Think a bit about more about the people around you. Think about the world as a whole. No matter how many injustices there are, nothing can justify killing billions of people. Because you did not get what you wanted. I see. So that is what you think of me. You say I'm selfish, but all I ever wanted was to be loved. All I wanted was to be happy. Was that so wrong of me? Was I mistaken? You were mistaken. Everybody wants to be loved. Whether we're gods or humans or darklings, it's natural. It's what makes us feel alive. But love shouldn't be self-important. You can't always put yourself and your own feelings first. You need to think about others first. I tried, and it didn't work. I wanted to be good and kind and gentle, but the world wouldn't let me. There you go again. You're blaming everybody else for your misfortunes. You're a goddess, aren't you? You helped create life itself. Take some responsibility. Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense for, you know. She created those guys, and those guys were against her, kind of. More or less. Plus, minus, whatever. Yona. I take a step forward. The heels of my drunken hide green bones and powder, but I paid no heed. I'm too fixated upon the goddess. Once, Yona was a goddess of life. But now she's a goddess of death. I can't ease the pain she's feeling right now. But maybe I can try to sympathize. It isn't much better. Yona, tell me what made you this way. Tell me how all of this happened. If I've already said my piece, you should know by now. You should know that I was always like this. I was a young girl once. Sweet, naive, and trusting. Aaron said I was beautiful, and I believed him. What the fuck is that Aaron, by the way? I loved him. I loved him so much, but he betrayed me. He who once claimed he had eyes only for me turned his attention towards my own apprentice. My happiness was ruined. And so you turn against your lover. That's right, I wanted all trace of Aaron's creations wiped from their world, turned into dust, destroyed. I wished for the death of all humans and for Aaron too. But the other gods soon heard of my plans and they stopped me. For upsetting the order of the natural world and attempting to murder God who had once been my lover. They punished me. They cast me down here in a miserable pit filled with the smell of rotting flesh, and they left me to fester. He never tried to visit me. Nobody did. Nobody did. I've been down here all alone for thousands of years. All because my lover betrayed me. Huh. Hey, young heroes. Did you know? The air in that world is toxic to a goddess of creation like me. As the years went by, my skin started to fester, and the flesh peeled from my body. My body died. But I'm a goddess, and I'm immortal. My heart will never cease beating, even if my body decomposes. Well, girl, we are going to the freaking... Can't say Earth, I guess. So let's say we are going out of the outworld then. Underworld then, with you. I can die. But I wish I could. That would be better than suffering like this. Again, guts sucks. No guts suck. I see. So that's why you decided to seek revenge. You are certainly beautiful, I can't deny that. But I hardly think your actions are rational either. If the person you love betrayed you, then they weren't worthy of your love to begin with. Wow. Oh my god, Neva, you're striking with so much good things you say right now. You're amazing. You shouldn't have tortured yourself so, nor gone to such extremes. For a man like Aaron, he didn't deserve it. You shouldn't have chained yourself so slavishly to him. But it's too late for that now. Your obsession has consumed you, and this is what happened. You blame Aaron for your unhappiness, but he did not make you wage a war against him. He did not force you into this situation. In the end, no matter what you say, you read the true culprit behind your fall from grace. In a way, I'm almost glad I met you. It made me realize something crucial. The veterans looked at me, her eyes shining. Milady, I love you. I love you with every inch of my being, from the very bottom of my heart. I always thought, if you were to leave me, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I feared I would give myself up to madness and forget who I am. But this creature, once called herself a goddess, has taught me otherwise. Love can be a very pure emotion. It can heal wounds and bring happiness. But love, in high dosages, can be toxic. Spurned on or unrequited love can hurt, but disappointed love can hurt all the more. If left unchecked, love can spread like poison and cause pain. I love you, milady, but now I can see how I have loved too much, and too intensely. I don't want to end up like that woman, and that's why I'll try to better myself from now on. I won't let my love consume me, and I won't continue capitulating to you. I can't define my own identity by my proximity to you for the rest of my life. I need to become my own person. Then, and only then, can I truly be happy. At least that's what I think. Love moderately, is it? Is that what you think? If only I had known that back then. But it's already too late. I've already thrown everything away. I have a suggestion. I mean, Gardenia is still around. Wink wink. I was such a fool. I thought taking lives would make me happy, but I was wrong. No matter how much destruction I bring to Asaph, it won't undo the mistakes of my youth. It won't repair my relationship with Aaron. Oh, screw this guy. Who cares about him? It's already too late. I was wrong from the very beginning. I might have lost myself for a few centuries, but you've made me see, young dark-skinned girl. That word is more wonderful than I ever gave it credit for. I was just too consumed with my own pain to see it. Indeed, you were. And in your grief, you tried to destroy the whole world. Well, that will no longer come to pass. Your magical power is already dwindling, isn't it? Now you can barely stand. I suppose this is a bit of an anticlimactic end to our journey, but before we leave, I have a gift for you. A gift? That's right. Well, I thought you might want some company, having been trapped here for so many years, so... Take this! I don't want it. I fished the gem that Guardian gave me out of my pocket, then throw it at Fiona's feet. This should let you communicate with somebody on the outside world. It's somebody that you know very well indeed. Someone I know? You don't mean? That's right. I'm talking about that witch. The one who betrayed me? This has her scent all over it. Indeed. After all these years of seething resentment, I think you have one or two things you'd like to say to her. But then again, maybe not. What do I know anyway? It's been a long time since Iona and Gardenia last spoke. I doubt Iona has anything pleasant to say to her. Gardenia is the woman who took her lover away from her, after all. I don't blame Iona for hating her, but perhaps loneliness does strange things to people. For all Iona should revile the woman who made the gem I cast at her feet, she takes hold of it in her skeletal hands as for it's something precious. As for she can hardly bear the thought of letting him go. Hey, can you, show me what happened there? And so after all that...
Congratulations everyone! You succeeded in your quest! You've been in the Wind Goddess and you've saved all of us stuff. I could be proud of you. It's so touching that you've all grown into such fine young ladies. I must admit, in the beginning I would trip you up to the ass, but you blow my expectation out of the water. You've done something truly incredible, and you should all be pleased with yourselves. Now, who wants to come and claim the reward? Wink wink.
That's very kind of you, but I couldn't.
That is right, except when you work like this. Yeah, it feels kind of work. We're wrong, yeah.
It's kind of him switch, but we didn't say the word for our own personal gain. We have no need of your gifts.
Oh, how very selfless you all are. After everything you've been through, you still remain so innocent and incorruptible. You're all wonderful guys, but you don't need to be shy. You all earned this reward fair and square.
Melted chocolate achievement unlocked. I don't mind that reward. Personally, I really like it.
Now please feel free to lick all this chocolate off from my naked skin.
I love that freaking word. Gardenia is leaning at his table in her kitchen, her fingers cupping her bread. Her body is entirely naked, save for a sheet of brown chocolate lid clinging to her curves. It's a warm day, and the chocolate shimmers tantalizingly, the sunlight streaming in through the window. She looks sexy, I'll give her that, but... Why?
I already said, Celine, it's my word from me to all of you, because you have said the word. Now step up, don't be shy. Feel free to enjoy me to your heart's content. I taste especially good when I'm eaten with pancakes.
Fiona looks at Gardenia with no small amount of amusement, her brow furrowed.
It's not that I'm shy exactly, but... now I start to get depressed. And why is that, Fiona? Is it because my breasts are so much rounder and fuller than yours? I know I have perfect body, but please don't be jealous. We can't all be born as beautiful as me. Oh ho ho ho! No, the date wife in bed, it's just... Not so long ago I was living on the streets. It was hard to find any food to eat and I had to beg for scraps. Sometimes I went for days without food. After all that I've been through. Seen this?
Fiona sniffs, her eyes filled with tears.
This is such a waste of food. I can't believe you two have been so wicked. That's even worse than everything you ever did, you rotten witch. Rotten? How rude. I'm completely fresh, I guarantee it. Oh really? Because you told us you'd been alive for hundreds of years.
Oh, so she mentioned that, did she? Gardenia clicks her tongue.
You thought people should know how rude it is to blab about a woman's age. But enough of that. Don't cry over the chocolate, Fiona. It isn't wasted. You might even say a bit of Gardenia helps improve its reach. Milk flavor. You could say that, but you'd be a rotten, stinking liar. That chocolate's all mixed up with your sweat now. It's totally gross. You couldn't even pay me to eat that. Not if it was the last chocolate in the world.
Oh dear. Chocolate is rather expensive too. If I had access to so much chocolate, I would bake Milady any number of delicious desserts. I could whip up a chocolate gâteau, or whatever that is, or chocolate eclairs, okay, nice, or chocolate pudding. But this chocolate is no good at all. It isn't fit for human consumption now. Wait, who said that, by the way? Oh, never. Hey! Gardenia pouts. I'm just trying to cheer you up after your long journey. You guys have no taste. I think the one not taste and discretion is you. I don't know what you're trying to pull, Gardenia, but we're not interested.
But you told me you like chocolate back then. I meant to ask for a preference, but I got this homecoming party just right.
Lady? Never looks at me suspiciously, her eyes narrow.
You didn't tell Gardenia to do this, did you?
No, of course not. What do you take me for? I'm not insane.
Oh yeah, she did. She told me herself in her own words. Gardenia, you dominate my dreams. I'll be able to get any rest if I can see your naked body covered in chocolate at least once.
When did that happen?
Wow!
Fiona whistles beneath her breath.
I knew you were kinky, Viola, but I don't know you were into food play.
I didn't know you were interested in Gardenia at all. Not in that way, at least.
What is this nonsense? I thought I was your one and only milady. Am I not enough to satisfy you? If you want ice cream, I'll make it right here, right now, and the whole rest of chocolate, if that's what you want. Then you can lick it off. Only the most private parts of my body while I moan and gasp. Do what you want with me, but I don't stand to pretend to satiate your urges.
You got totally the wrong idea. Don't let Gardenia treat you. I never asked her to do it. She decided that herself.
Oh, me lady.
Never blinks at me with teary eyes. Her face large.
You really mean that?
Of course, she's far too much for me to handle.
I get that a lot.
Gee, I wonder why. Anyway, I think it's high time we sat down and had a serious discussion. What's going to happen to us now?
So, what do you want to do?
After cleaning herself up, Gardenia invites us all to sit in her living room. A large iron cauldron, seen in the middle of the room, continues to leak strange green smoke, and I swear some of the pickled ice in the glass jars arranged on the shelves are staring at me. Dark and dingy for Gardenia's home is, at least it's easier to deal with than the woman herself. Gardenia is full of surprises. Speaking of which, I look Gardenia up and down, my lips pursed. I could always ask her about her relationship with Viola. But that's really not my business, is it? There's no point talking about it anyway, that's because the goddess has been defeated.
That's right. I assume that's much.
Gardenia smiled gently, but she doesn't seem quite as enthused as one might to hear such news. In fact, I might be grasping at straws here, but to me, she looks almost upset. I wonder why. The goddess is dead, you know. We only weaken her magic abilities, and with it, her resolve.
Well, I suppose as much. It's impossible to really kill a goddess. Not even centuries spent in the land of the dead will do that.
She was alive, but barely. She tried to conceal what she'd become through magic, but when we stripped it away, we saw what she really was. A corpse.
Ah, yeah, I presume as much. Gods can die, but breathing the air of the underworld for too long will do that to anybody. I just hope she didn't suffer too much.
She suffered far, far less than she would have made us suffer had her plan succeeded.
Well, I suppose so. I know it's not my place to say this, but part of me does feel sorry for Yana. She was trapped all alone for more than 1,000 years. And that kind of isolation will drive her by mad. I can hardly blame her for what she did, but I think it was more unforgivable, no matter what her reasons. Well, that's it for say. You weren't involved. But enough of this idle chatter. I suppose now that you've come back from your journey, oh brave and intrepid warriors, you are interested in the reward.
And that's right. I want to know, if I were to go back home and I haven't quite decided if I will just yet, how would that work?
Quite simply, I've already prepared all I need for the spell, complex for this. I just need to utter the incantation, snap my fingers, and woof! Gardenia stamps her fingers for demonstration. You will wake up in your bed in Japan like this was all a dream.
And how much time will have passed in the human world?
None at all. You'll be able to resume your daily life as though nothing has changed. Or at least you should if I've done everything correctly. Isn't that exciting?
My everyday life, huh? It's true, I've been in Asaph for a long time, and a small part of me does miss certain aspects of Japan. I miss the food, the fashion, and just how convenient our technology is compared to Asaph's. But I can't forget my feelings of ebullient relief when I walk in. I walk in my bed in the nightmare citadel. Finally, I thought to myself as I set out exploring, I can do something interesting. The monotonous grains of daily life had started to wear me down, and I desperately needed a break. Yeah, I see that already as well. Well, I got that in my all-expense-paid trip to Asaph. I met a new colorful cast of characters, traversed amazing and breathtaking places, and defeated an array of fearsome monsters. I've done and seen and learned so very much. And now Gardenia saying if I go back to Japan, it will be like none of that ever happened. I'll return to my office job and everything will go back to normal. Is that something I really want? What about the relationships I've made in Asaph? If I were to leave, I'd particularly miss... Oh, yeah. I mean, technically, if you go back, you won't really miss Ellery. I mean, you will miss possibly, but you will still be able to meet her because she's supposed to also go back, like to the neutral world, right? But I don't know if it's a good thing I'm going with this, but whatever. Let's follow up with her desires. She's going to miss all of them. Damn it! All of them, damn it! I love them too much to part with any of them. This isn't fair. This also said I need more time to think, but... So, what will be? Would you accept my offer to return or not? Honestly speaking, I feel as though I should go back. While I enjoyed my time in Asaph, I don't want to skirt my responsibilities in Japan. If I stay here, it will feel like giving up on my old life. And I don't like giving up. I've always been a weak, shy, self-conscious person in real life. But I want to work on that. No, I need to work on it. I want to become a stronger person and I don't know if I can do that in Asaph. If I'm to be a responsible adult, I can't stay here. I can't play at being a knight called Ellery anymore. My name is Aina and I live in Nagoya. Mina, and yet... I revised slowly. She winds around about her middle, her body trembling like a leaf in the wind. After spending so much time here and meeting so many people, after spending time with Viola, Heather looks at me shyly from beneath her eyelashes. I feel like I can't throw all that away. I want to stay here, but I feel obliged to go back to. I thought I'd be able to make decisions. Easy decision, easy, yet right now, my feelings are all mixed up and I don't know what to do. It can say so, Viola. What do you think I should do? What? You're asking for my opinion, huh? That's right, you always act so important and you call yourself my mistress, so you should know. You set my face for me. Huh. I throw my arms folded across my chest. I know I'm Ellery's mistress, but... well, I can't tell you what to do, Ellery. Not about something this important. You have to decide for yourself. I mean, this is your future we're talking about here. I know, but my future started with yours now, isn't it? We've been through so much together, and we've gone on so many adventures. I can't turn my back on all that now. I can't turn my back on you. If you don't want to tell me what to do, then at least give me some kind of suggestion. Suggestion is it? Well then. If you really want my advice, then... I think you should stay in... this is a dick move. I don't want this choice. Honestly, if we are to realize what we are going to realize, I'm gonna say this, whatever. I think you should. You want me to stay here? That's right, I do, and I want to stay here too. We should all stay together, the four of us. It's my opinion, at least. Oh, is that so? And you were suddenly a funny way to return home too, Ellery. Are you sure this is the path you seek? Honestly, no. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of anything, but I think Viola's right. I really have enjoyed this time in Asaph. I've enjoyed this far more than I enjoyed living in Japan. That being the case, why should I throw his happy, shining life away? That would be being foolish. Maybe it sounds corny, but I want to learn how to enjoy my life. I think I will only be able to do that in Asaph, surrounded by the people I've grown to care about. I don't have any friends in Japan, and my parents won't miss me. Wow. This is for the past. It's what I want deep inside. So, that's it, you ain't gonna back after all. Go back after all, yeah. Are we all gonna stay here together? That's what I would like, yeah. I want to stay with you, Vivian, and you, Neve, and you, Viola. You're all my dear friends. And I love you. I love you all. And I love you too, silly stubborn knight. I love all of you, and I want us to be happy. So let's stay here. I lived in Japan for more than 20 years, and it never gave me anything other than stress. Back then I was always wishing I could escape my dull ordinary life and go on an amazing adventure. Now my wish has been granted. I'd be a fool to go back. This is my new life, and I want all of you in it. Oh, milady! Milady! Neve looks at me, her eyes damp with tears. She presses one hand against her mouth, as for she can hardly believe what I'm saying. Do you really wish to stay with me? I do. How could I leave you after all we've been through? You really are the best maid a witch like me could hope for.
Oh, milady, I can't believe it!
Neva snivels, tears streaming down her cheeks.
This is like a dream!
Now, why'd you look surprised? I tipped Neva's chin up with my index finger, a small smile playing about my lips. Did you think I'd just up and abandon you after everything we've done together?
I knew it was a distinct possibility. That's why I was trying to prepare my heart for the eventuality that you would leave. I fought hard, but I told myself I would get in the way. I wanted to follow your own path. If I forced you to stay Asaph against your will, I would have forgiven myself. That isn't what love is. It should be more selfless than that. That's what I learned after talking to Viola. She was consumed by her own jealous things I love, until it broke her. She was a sad, pitiable creature. And the worst thing was, I saw some of myself in her. I knew I could become her if I wasn't careful. So if I loved you desperately, I told myself I would let you go if you wanted to leave. I thought that would be for the best, but you're staying. You're really staying.
That's right, I'll stay. I'll stay with you and Viola and Larry. After all, I'm a selfish woman. And I can't settle down with just one cute girl. I want to ravish you all.
Ah, Will's such a beast! How impertinent. You really are a pervert. But for some reason, when I'm with you, I can't help but feel safe.
Huh. You can date as many girls as you want, lady. You can even have sex with them if you want, but I just want you to know nobody will ever love you more than I do. No matter what happens, I always want to be your number one mate. And you are never, that will never change. So, I'm sorry to interrupt this lovely scene, but if you come to conclusion, you require my aid or not? No, Gardania, we don't. You might have brought me here against my will, and maybe I thought about going back, but I left my head holding it high and smiled Gardania. I think I like here. Asaph is my home, and I'm not going back. Not now. Nor ever, probably. And so, in the end...
I guess we're back here, huh?
That's right, this lady's home, sweet home. I stood my bed in the ninth still and look out of the window. The sun has set and the moon is hanging in the sky. A few stars twinkle here and there, illuminating the tops of the trees. I can hear a low, mournful wind howling outside. It's a cold night, but I'm nice and warm inside my bedroom. I'm wearing my nightgown and sitting on my bed. Viola and Larry are beside me, giving me company. Sharing a gentle, quiet moment like this with a few women I love. Is there any better way to pass the night? Yeah, I bet there isn't.
Thank you for staying with me, lady. I do appreciate it. I loved you a lot already, but I think I love you more than ever now. Is that even possible? You better be careful, Neve, or love Viola so much your heart will burst. This is a distinct possibility, but I do not care. I can think of no better death than being by milady's side.
Okay, let's not talk about death right now. It will ruin the mood.
Yeah, I suppose so. Forgive me for always being so violent.
It's alright, man. I wouldn't be you if your love was a little intense.
I'm glad that you think so, milady. I hope you don't mind that I'm lounging about your private chambers in my underwear for. I know it must look unseemly, given I'm your maid, but...
It's fine. I pulled Neve closer to me, the springs of the bed creaking beneath her fists, and pressed a kiss against her cheek. You're not just my maid, you know.
I'm not?
No, you're my lover too.
Lovers! Oh my!
I think she just fainted.
I didn't want to be presumptuous, but hearing me confirm our relationship like that with her own words. It's too much. My heart won't stop pounding. And what about me, my love? It's unfair that you're being all lovey-dovey to Neve. Don't leave me alone too. What do you think about us?
Of course I love you a lot too. I press a kiss against Viola's lips, and she squirms delighted. And what about you, Larry? Do you want me to kiss you too?
Not really. I'm fine. I don't have much experience when it comes to romantic relationships. I should just be a disappointment, really. I didn't want to bother you. In the end, I'm just glad that we're friends.
Friends, huh? Is that all you want to be? It's fine if you don't want my hugs or kisses, but won't you be lonely sleeping by yourself while Neve and Viola share my bed?
I will say. You're such a bad liar, Larry.
Indeed, You're rather easy to read.
What do you mean?
Oh, that it's obvious you love me, lady, as much as we do. If you didn't, you would have agreed to stay with her.
Well, maybe you have a point. It's embarrassing, but... Oh, gee! If you're all going to say it, I guess I will too. I love you too, Viola. I love you a lot, and I want to leave you.
There! That wasn't so hard, wasn't it? I smiled very undiligently and ruffled up her head. I love you too. I love all of you. And that means we'll all stay together, no matter what.
No matter what, huh? That doesn't sound too bad. In fact, I'm happy. Finally, I have a place where I belong.
The four of us look out of the window, our fingers linked together like a long daisy chain. The stars twinkle away in the night sky, almost as if they're giving us their blessing. Then there's a sudden flash of bright light. It illuminates my face and those my cute party members. Neville looks at the speckle in his silent air, while Fiona bounces on the bed and points her finger out the window eagerly.
Oh my! Did you just see that, Viola? Did you just see that?
I did indeed. It was shooting star. It really was pretty too. Though the star shot through the sky for only a fraction of a second, it made quite the impression. What a touching way to end the day. Hey Viola, you know what you're meant to do when you see a shooting star, right? Of course I know. You're meant to make a wish, right? It's a bit of a childish custom, but... Well, we finance of magic really is real. So there's no harm in making wishes.
And what are you gonna wish for, Viola?
Wouldn't you like to know, huh? I flicked Fiona on the forehead, and she reels back, wincing. That's a secret, but it shouldn't be too hard to figure out. There's only one thing I want to wish for right now. I wish we can all stay together like this. Forever. About a week later, the four of us set on our journey to Linton. I more or less recovered after my fight with Viola, and I think it's high time I went out on a few more adventures. With my party by my side, I feel almost indestructible. I know no matter what happens, Fiona and Ellery will be there to support me. Well, at least we'll all support each other. With them by my side, I want to explore every inch of Asaph. I want to go on an amazing quest, defeat horde monsters, and meet all kinds of interesting people. Who knows, maybe I'll even add a few more new members to my harem. But that's all in the future, and the exciting part about the future is nobody knows what will happen. Hey matey, are there? It's me, Violet. I enter the guild hall, my party in tow, and glance around. It's been at least a month. I was so busy trying to scupper Fiona's plans I didn't have a chance to take on any requests. This place is pretty comforting, it's warm and homey, and it makes me feel at ease. I guess Asaph really is where I belong after all. I know it's been a while, but I've come to ask if you have any... But my voice catches in my throat. The girl behind me the country is Maddie, but I do recognize her. It's none other than...
Holly! Oh, Fiona! Holly, it really is you! It's my sister, Holly!
Fiona vaults over the counter. She was number one to mind her manners and pulls her big sister into warm embrace. Holly leans into the hunk for a few moments, a smile on her lips, before she eventually pulls away.
Now, this is fresh. What brings you to Linton? I could ask you just a question, says! You're not working here now, are you?
Oh yeah, that's right. After I was almost caught in Montier, I said to turn my life around. I was tired of picking buckets and stealing from souls for a living. I want to try and become a big sister you could be proud of.
I'm really proud of you, Big Tommy.
Well, thanks. But I guess I want to be proud of me too. I suppose that running with the guard did me a bit of good, after all, so I can't say I like her. Ellery, who happens to be the guard in question, hides behind my back, her cheeks burning. I bet she didn't expect to find Colin here, of all people. This must be pretty awkward for poor Ellery. But I can't help but snore with amusement at her predicament. She went right to school and aloof, but Ellery gets flustered pretty easy.
Living on the streets pretty tough. I want to try and improve my quality of life. So you got a job here?
That's right, I just started a couple of weeks ago. I applied all over Asaph jobs, but people took one look at me and then they slammed the door in my face. It's hard for a homeless girl to find gainful employment, especially when she wears rags like me and she hasn't had a bath in months. I was starting to lose hope until I found this place. The owner of this guild, Mandy, was really nice to me. She took me in and she gave me a bath and she got me some food to eat. And then she offered me a job too, just like that. I need somebody around to look after this place when I'm gone. I've been pretty busy last day after all. You're a cute girl with a nice smile, so you should just feel fine. That's what she said. She didn't even seem to care that I'd been homeless for years, or that I'd been made a living for pickpocketing. Picking pockets, okay. Surely she's a kind woman. So what is Mady now? Oh, she's off with Lady Aileen, you know, from the Chastain family. The two of them are always together, very inseparable. Lady Aileen said she wants to see more of the world, so Mady's been taking her around Asaph. They're just like newlyweds. To be honest, I'm a little jealous. I want to go out with a cute girl too. So, they're a couple. It's obvious. I've only been working a little while, but I figured it out in 5 seconds flat. We're trying to keep it a secret for now, but Lady Aileen's not very good at masking her true emotions. She's always blushes when Mady looks at her. Not that I want to spread gossip or anything. Polly looks me up and down, her lips burst. So, we meet again, Viola. It's a pleasure to see you. How have you been taking good care of my Fiona for me?
She has, Pixie! It's been really nice. She feeds me a lot of food, and she lets me take long soaks into her tub, and she lets me sleep in her bed.
In her bed, Then, does that mean?
That's right, we're a couple now, and we do all kinds of lovey-dovey things.
Hey, we're not a couple, Fionn. Melody's going out with me too. And we're all in a dedicated relationship together. There are no couples involved.
So, we're all in love with each other. Something like that, yeah. So I don't know if Nefe will ever learn to love me. She's always faulting me.
That's because you always forget to take off your shoes before you go inside. And yeah, you always take your shoes when you go inside, damn it. And you still can't eat a meal without getting messy. You're even more untidy than a puppy.
But about likes me just the way I am, don't you, V?
I haven't trained you for the war, Fionn.
Yeah, I'm irreplaceable. Suck on that, Nefe.
How impertinent. I have no idea what Milady sees you about. If she loves you, I suppose I can put up with you. For now. So that's how it is, guy. I've heard of 3-way relationship, but not 4-way ones. It's a lot to wrap my head around, but... if you're happy, I won't judge. I'm just glad I get to see you smile again, Fionn. Polly ruffles her younger sister's skirt, and Fionn beams happily. So, why'd you come here, Viola? Is there something you want? Well, I just want to see if there were any quests going. Do you have anything you will give us? Hey, there are a few quests, yes. But none of them are particularly special. Your magic is so strong, those quests are probably beneath you. I don't want to waste your time, Miss Dark Witch. It's alright, I have all the time in the world. Well, if you really don't mind, what do you then? I think I have the perfect quest for you. What do you mean? True to Polly's words, the quest she gave us really was easy. We just had to collect a few apples from the Roseberry Forest. We barely even had defeated monsters. Our quest complete, the 4 of us sit companionably beneath the shade of a large oak tree. There's a river running nearby, and the soft sound of flowing water is awfully relaxing. A few butterflies dance in the breeze, and the sun is bright and warm as yellow as butter. The grass stirs around my legs and I sigh. Asaph, really is a wonderful place. I'm so glad I came here. I messed up again. Adrian never seeing my mess. Never threading daisies together to make a delicate chain, and there is trying and failing to copy her. My hapless knight holds up her chain, which is now shredded, and sniffs her eyes, shining with tears. I'm so clumsy. It really is quite impressive how poor your hand-eye coordination is. I assume you would be good at fiddly tasks like this, given your skill with a sword. They are two different things. I'm good at killing things, but I'm bad at virtually everything else. I can't thread the needle, and I'm terrible at cooking. When it comes to stuff like that, I'm hopeless.
Maybe so, but you can always learn. Don't be so down on yourself. I flatter myself I'm rather good at things like that, and I can be your tutor. You can? I'm rather fond of you, after all. Now, first you need to take a flower. Never considered a lady wife on this at my side, biting in the skin of a crisp red apple. That really hits the spot.
Those aren't the apples we're asked to collect as part of our quest, are they?
No, of course not.
Fionn? I shoot Fionn an icy glare, and she laughs awkwardly, running one hand through her hair.
Well, okay, maybe it is, but it's just one apple, nobody will miss it.
Maybe not if it's just one, but don't eat too many or you get chubby. I poke Fionn in the stomach and she squirms, shrieking.
Hey, get off me!
Oh, why are you trying to push me away? You never have any complaints when I touch you like this in the bedroom.
But we're in the middle right now, in the forest of yeah! Viola, you're tricking me!
Fion's laughter danced through the air, mingled with Ellery's distressed cries as she shreds yet another daisy chain. I smiled to myself, my face flushed with happiness. When I'm with my girls, I feel content like I never have before. This must be what true happiness feels like. And if that's the case, then I never want to let it go. I want to stay with Ellery, Fion, and never forever. We'll explore everything Asaph has to offer. And I'm sure we'll make a lot of wonderful memories. We just need to stick together. Whew. 16 minutes past 3 AM. I'm going to work today, okay? Alright, so I'm super certain there are routes with the girls, separate routes for each girl as well. We'll get to this. We'll get to this, but not today. Probably we'll continue tomorrow. Yeah. Anywho, let's end it here. Damn, I love it. I love the fact that I could see Neve at her greatest over there. I mean, the fact that she was capable of overcoming that stupid brainwashing. Oh my god. That was amazing. Love her. Great. And also, basically killing two birds with one stone here. I can finally show you a goddamn character that was capable of doing something like that. And I honestly don't feel any shame in what I was doing during the Sun Rider and hating on Chigara for, you know, being brainwashed easily. I honestly don't feel any shame anymore at all. I mean, there wasn't a lot of shame, to be honest, on my hate for her, to be fair. Like, just a tiny bit, like, I don't know, 1% of shame. Now it's completely gone. Completely. And yeah, Chigara is shit. Anywho, Sakura MMO 3, loved it. But we are not done yet. Definitely, we shall continue. We should get the other stuff as well. Let's see at the gallery. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more pictures. So there's a lot to do. Also, I'm not sure, but I feel like each girl kind of might have like a different route, different ending, something like that. What if also they kind of harem ending, which we got, also have a different ending? Because I think like maybe there is possibility all of them get into the Viola's and Ellery's world, you know, the normal Earth. Huh, I will find out sooner or later. For now, hope you enjoyed, hope to see you tomorrow, bye bye.